Yeah. Look, I prayed for a different me. I pray that I will never take the words from my.
So tell them about your line so that people can know.
Yeah, so we have the Serenity bracelet here. All right, this is the one that
This is the one that you gave
the
me.
goddess is wearing right now. Yeah. This one here is, like I said, Serenity bracelet. It's made out of amethyst, clear quartz, and howlite. This one here is the emotional balance bracelet. All these stones I use are good for transformation, growth, balance of your chakra. So like the apatite is good for your throat chakra. Amethyst is good for your throat chakra, your crown, and your third eye. And labradorite is the stone of transformation, which is good. And I have some clear quartz there, of course, and some hematite.
And why are quartz so important? People don't understand why
Quartz are a healing stone altogether, especially for your chakras. It helps open it up. With that being said too, like when your chakras are aligned, you know, there's gonna be things that's gonna be revealed to you to work on. So like I know for me, when I really started wearing crystals, my first crystal was black tourmaline. And a friend of mine had bought it for me, and at that time, what she didn't know is I was going through some stuff at my job where like people were just like draining my energy, and like I don't know what it was about the stone, but I just wanted to carry it everywhere with me. And I noticed when I was carrying it with me, I noticed like people with bad energy just stayed away from me. Like to the point where like if people had a problem with me, they would tell somebody else to come tell me because they didn't want to confront me about it because they couldn't. And I noticed how like situations that weren't meant for me were just gone immediately.
From this one stone.
The black tourmaline is like one of the most strongest protection stones out there.
Oh wow.
She didn't know that. I didn't know that at the time. Now, mind you, I was into crystals and I was aware of them and everything, but I was more just talking about it than being about it.
Okay.
And then when I got that first crystal and I started to see like, yo, like hold up, like I know I'm not crazy because like what I went through prior to that, for that whole time I was at that job, things started changing for me. The moment, I'm talking about, I went from that to not even a year and a half later to actually building my own crystal business because of that stone.
Because of that one stone, and this is where you are right now.
Right, because it basically took everything I thought was my life and took me straight to my life purpose, and it led me to other crystals, it led me to people that knew about crystals, and then, you know, my cousin, he was making bracelets at one time, and he was just doing it. Yeah, and then I started learning about them, and then I was like, yo, you know what? Like, I'm tired of walking around with all these crystals in my pockets. By that time, I had like a bag in my pocket, like crystals walking around. I'm like, all right,
you need like a necklace.
I need to figure out something, and then over time, I was like, you know what? And I met a wonderful lady. Her name is Michelle.
Shout
out to Michelle, Michaela Designs. You know, she be doing her thing. She travels like around the United States to different shows.
Okay.
And she sells a lot of her jewelry, but I love her so much that, you know, we work together, and, you know, she now makes jewelry exclusive just for Sophia, but she still does her own thing too, so she's definitely my designer. And I just have the crystal knowledge, and we come together and we put things together and make it work. As far as the bracelets are concerned, I designed these too, but, you know, I think like bracelets are best worn on the body.
Okay.
Held over your chakra. So like for instance, like my chakra bracelet right here. This is the Sophia chakra bracelet, and I used red jasper for the root chakra. I used carnelian for the sacral. I used citrine for the solar plexus. I used ruby and fuchsite for the heart. I use apatite for the throat. I use amethyst for the third eye, and I use fluorite for the crown. Then I used some black tourmaline and smoky quartz to protect your chakras too.
Okay.
All right, and this is my unique chakra bracelet.
Oh, this is dope.
Yeah, so that helps keep them
has
aligned.
all of the chakras to balance everything. Definitely. And what, they could just DM you on your Instagram?
And all right, so I'll be releasing my new revamped online store next Saturday.
Okay.
Which is gonna be November 23rd. It'll be ready to go, launched. I did have an online store, but I took it down because I'm getting professional pictures. I'm getting a whole revamp.
Wow.
I'm gonna have professional pictures done. You know, I just actually had my business partner Quandell. Shout out to S&J Millennials. and the whole team, Melissa, Tiffany, Kevin, everybody. You know, he's a wonderful guy, and he actually sent me some pictures earlier tonight of the photos he took of me with Sophia.
Oh, wow.
And they were wonderful, and I actually decided to use one of them, and now we're moving in a more professional direction. We're going to be taking it a lot more serious. 2020 is coming up. I got a lot of things planned. I already got my planner set up, ready for next year. The rest of this year, we're going to be at 1776 for sure. Like I said, doing workshops, you know, helping people, just informing them about like PTSD and traumas and
how it's connected with these crystals.
How it's connected with
and how they
crystals
can
and
purchase
meditation.
and helping you and stuff. That's dope.
Yeah.
And then talking about Sophia, how did the name Sophia come into play?
All right, it stands for wisdom.
Okay.
Long story short, and feminine energy.
Okay. Do men have feminine energy?
Yes. Men, women, they all have masculine and feminine energy. It's all about what energy you use the most. Like, what energy are you setting? Are you set in the center and you utilize both like the alchemist, or are you masculine, like masculine energy dominant?
Okay.
You know, and when you're masculine energy dominant, you're more primal, you're more like narrow-minded. But when you're more like, when you're feminine dominant, then you're more emotional, empathic, maybe sensitive, but you can be super creative. But if you're an alchemist, you can utilize both, and that's where you actually build stuff.
When you use both.
When you know how to,
You know how to tap into both energies.
Yeah.
And that's what's important.
Yeah, because when you say feminine energy, it doesn't mean like somebody's like feminine. Like,
oh, yeah, not like, now you feminine energy.
That's where birth, like feminine is the energy that births things. It brings things to life. Masculine is what creates the structure.
Correct. And keeps things together. That's why we need both.
Right.
In order for things to work and stuff like that.
Right.
Where, you know, even male and female, we still gotta work together.
Right,
we need each other. That's how you give birth. We can't create life without one another.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and the other thing too, when it comes to like, I guess like a lot of men, and again, this may be an unpopular opinion, I don't care, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So when it comes to men saying that women are hard to understand, what you're really saying is you're trying to solve feminine energy with masculine energy, and they're two different things. So you have, in order to understand a woman like to her root, you have to like tap into your feminine energy to do that. Meaning like being intuitive.
And stuff
right.
Like that.
So like if you're like, say for instance, if your girl's upset, a lot of times if you're tapped in, it's something intuitive. It's not, she might be mad about the clothes on the couch, but in reality, she's mad about something else, and she's really making it a big deal.
And it's clear to see I'm chosen, pockets swollen, that's 10 apiece. I had to take it back, way back to like Franklin Street. That's where I lost my soul and started blocking out memories.
If you're not tapped into your intuition, you're not going to pick up on it. And if you try to solve it with your masculine energy, it's going to create resistance.
And that's why we have so much resistance in relationships.
Well, yeah, that's a whole other conversation. Yeah.
But going back to these, show them the pendants and everything.
Yeah, so they'll be able to purchase my pendants on my online store.
Okay.
Coming next Saturday, if you stay tuned to my Instagram, Custom Crystal Sophia, I will definitely keep everybody updated, but it's definitely going to come out next Saturday for sure.
Okay.
So that's where you'll get my pendants from. Again, if you want my rings and my earrings and my actual bracelets, it'll be on 1776 at 1776 in Cherry Hill Mall in the Founders Market, and then you can also order my lines of bracelets on my website, which is coming out again, the revamped version next Saturday.
Look, I got some stories that would never get told. I got some secrets, hidden treasures I won't show till I'm old. I've been in the burbs, I've been in the trenches, never did ace fold. I peep the pressure, find